retro ghetto.
Hi everybody and welcome to a very special episode of the Retro Ghetto. Special because today is my birthday, but not a lot changes. I've already been to the charity shop, I've already been to CEX, and I'm on my way to the beautiful town of Matlock. There's lots of vintage toy shops, antiques, all sorts of places where I can go and have a good rummage and try and find some bargains, and I'm going to be taking you guys along for the journey with me.
Well, you know about retro ghetto, collecting and playing retro. Street Fighter on the Nintendo. I'm a veteran at this, not a pro. Lock into the retro ghetto. Come and have a look around in the ghetto. We got Sonic and Staples settle. Lock into the retro ghetto.
I don't play games with my son PlayStation. Man, I old school like an Atari gamer. Tiger, hit man with the Tiger Flamer. This shit reality, not like Sega. Dreamcast, Mega Drive, my Master System. N64 and Super Nintendo, we missed them. And if man wanna challenge on Tekken, I'll twist them. Cause I'm
Okay, so as you can see, I am back in the Retro Ghetto. I was out hunting on my birthday. Matlock is a fantastic place to visit if you're ever in the local area. It's very picturesque, very beautiful place. It's got all the standard sort of fish and chip shops and arcades along the front. So yeah, if you've got a young family or anything like that, it really is a very nice place to go on a day out. The only thing I would say is arcades aren't like they used to be, right? I couldn't find one game to play. It's all penny machines and fruit machines and things of that nature. I just wanted one Pac-Man cabinet. I mean, is that too much to ask from about 6 different arcades? But anyway, I digress. As you've seen on the footage, I found a toy shop, Vintage Toy Exchange, and as you've also probably seen, it was actually closed. I visited on my birthday, the Thursday. It doesn't open on a Thursday, but the guys were inside. They took pity on me. They let me in. They let me film, so thank you very much to the owners for letting me do that. It's quite new. They've actually relocated from across the road, so they've got a bigger premises now, and as you guys have seen, it's stacked with amazing retro and vintage toy goodness. I did feel a bit like I was on borrowed time because I was holding them up and they were on the way out as I came in, so I didn't want to take too long. I didn't get to have a good look through everything, and as a result I didn't actually pick anything up. There was one thing that I really wanted to buy from there. I don't know if you've seen it on the footage, but it was like a large Lego minifigure of sorts, and it almost looked like a display piece. When I asked him how much, he pretty much said to me that's like one of the only things in the store which isn't for sale, which seems to be a habit for me. I always seem to find the things that aren't for sale. However, this is the first of 2 very bizarre stories. On the way home from Matlock, I called in another charity shop, unsurprisingly, and I found the exact item. I couldn't believe it. I said to Mrs, am I seeing things? And even she was like impressed. And here it is. So yeah, what I thought was like a Lego point of display piece. It's actually a light. I don't know if you can see it. But there it is, look. It's like got a torch on the feet, so you can sit him on your shelf. Or you can just use it as a torch, right? But yeah, I think it's really cool. I love the fact that it's sort of the very basic, quintessential Lego minifigure. It's not like Batman or anything like that. It just is the standard thing. And when that comes to promotional pieces and signage and things like that, it's very much what I love. I love original logos, original pictures. I don't like the updated stuff. So yeah, this is right up my street, and this is definitely going to find a place on the shelf in the Retro Go 3.0. But I just want to give another massive shout out to Vintage Toy Exchange. Thank you very much for opening the doors, letting me in, taking pity on me. If you're ever in the area, make sure you go and check them out. Links will be in the description to their store below. And next up, guys, I'm going to be showing you the footage from a place called JJ's Junk and Gems, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. It's full of junk, but if you search hard enough, you will find some gems. I found some absolute gems. I can't wait to show you what I picked up, and for an unbelievable price. Take a look. So as you've just seen, that's like everything that I love, right? Going somewhere and it just being wall to wall, floor to ceiling, full of stuff to dig through, stuff to look at, finding those gems hidden under dust and piles of rubbish. And yeah, I managed to find some absolutely brilliant things. First thing I want to highlight was a video game. Of course I had to pick up a game. The games did look like they've been picked through a little bit, but I picked up Buster Move 4 on the PlayStation 1. The reason that I picked this up is that I have a lot of nostalgia, not so much for this game, whilst I did play, I think, the original Buster Move. I don't know if you guys can remember, I'm showing my age here, Beehive Bedlam. Back in the day, that was a game that you could play when Sky Digital first came out. My friend had Sky Digital. We spent a whole summer holidays playing Beehive Bedlam, trying to beat each other's score. Kids, you don't know you're born, right? We were so happy to have that game on a television, and we played it with the Sky Digital remote. Beehive Bedlam, I remember it like it was yesterday. Before that, it was always about Bamboozle. Anyway, I'm digressing again. So yeah, I picked up Bust a Move 4. I mean, I had to get a game, right? The next thing I found is pretty bad. I had to do that joke. I'm sorry, I apologise. But yeah, guys, I love my vinyl. You probably saw in the footage me digging through the crates. This had a really low price on it. It was marked at £5. I've got a couple of Michael Jackson albums on vinyl already. Some of my favourite ones on here would be The Way You Make Me Feel, Just Can't Stop Loving You, Dirty Diana, Smooth Criminal. So yeah, some absolute classics on here. It's not my favourite Michael Jackson album. That would probably be Off the Wall. I still need to pick that one up. But yeah, when I tell you how much I bought all this stuff for, it's an absolute bargain. Okay, so the second strange story of the day relating to a pickup. As I said in the video footage, I went to CEX prior to going to Matlock, as always, if I'm ever within a certain radius of CEX. I'm like, you know, open world games where you unlock the ability to like start vibrating or beeping when you're near one. If I'm near a charity shop or like a CEX, I can feel it like vibrating. So anyway, went to CEX on the way, and the missus has been wanting to pick up a film called Pagemaster. She wants to show Little Man Pagemaster. She grew up watching it, Macaulay Culkin film. I don't think I've actually ever seen it. I went in, asked the manager at CX, and he basically led us to believe that it didn't get a like a UK release. I think it was a European release. Looking at the CEX app and also on eBay would verify that, so obviously it wasn't something we were able to pick up. Of all the things to find in this junk and gem store, Pagemaster on VHS. So I had to pick it up and cut. Right, if it still works, yeah, Pagemaster on VHS. Yeah, I was very happy to find it. Obviously, with that backstory, I had to pick it up. The only thing that's sort of made me realise is that I've now got to lug that big old heavy CRT TV downstairs and the VHS player so that we can watch this as a family. But yeah, like I say, couldn't leave it behind after all that. Right, okay, and now on to my favourite find of the day. This was as I was leaving. It was just behind the counter. I had to ask how much. I was very surprised to what he said, and that is the full set of the Bruce Lee movies on VHS. Now, I think from memory these were like part of maybe a magazine that you subscribed to and you got one with it each month or week. I've got to do a bit more research, I'm not sure, but this is all 6 that were released as part of that set. Okay, so we've got Game of Death, Game of Death 2, The Way of the Dragon, Fist of Fury, The Big Boss, and the autobiographical Legend. I'm a massive martial arts fan. I'm a big fan of Bruce Lee. I've said before I have to be very selective with my VHS collection because these boxes soon eat up room that I already don't have. But to find this whole collection together, I couldn't say no. But guys, what's crazy is that I bought all 6 VHS, 7 sorry, including Pagemaster, Bust a Move 4, and the Michael Jackson LP. £15 for everything. Get yourselves down to JJ's Junk and Gems, because if like me you enjoy hunting, you love rooting through stuff to try and find these kind of gems, that's definitely the place to do it. There's loads of charity shops at Matlock as well, so yeah, it's definitely worth a visit. As I say, if you're ever in the area, it's just a beautiful place to go. So yeah, I had a great day celebrating my birthday. The day before that we actually went to Leicester, so I visited Leicester Vintage Toy Shop, Game Shack, so I've got all that footage and pickups to come. I'm going to show that on my next pickups video, which has got to come soon because the pile is growing and growing. But again, massive thanks to everybody that allowed me to go in the store and film today. Thank you for the hospitality. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Play your games, keep it retro. Peace!
Retro Ghetto.